Get ready because the future of automotive is not what you think. This is Electro-Drive News, and we're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of automotive innovation that's set to redefine everything. The pace of change is blistering, and if you miss these updates, you might just miss the next big thing. We've got game-changing strategies, mind-blowing tech, and iconic brands making bold moves. Buckle up, because you're not going to want to miss a single second of this. First up, a titan of the auto world is shaking things up, moving away from an all-electric future and embracing a much broader vision for sustainable transport. What does this mean for the industry? Next, we're shifting gears to take a look at a bold new contender entering the premium electric executive car segment, aiming squarely at the established giants. With incredible power and impressive range, could this be the new benchmark for luxury EVs? We've got the inside scoop on what makes this car a serious disruptor. Then, prepare for a blast from the past with a futuristic twist. Get ready for the return of a legendary icon, reimagined for the electric age. Rumors are swirling that a beloved cinematic car is getting a high-tech, zero-emission makeover, and we're breaking down the potential contenders for this iconic role. And finally, the prancing horse is getting ready to electrify its lineup. One of the most iconic supercar manufacturers in the world is set to unveil its first all-electric vehicle, promising to fuse its legendary racing heritage with cutting-edge EV technology. What can we expect from this revolutionary machine? You won't want to miss this. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you don't miss any of our updates. A bold pivot, auto giant rethinks electric future. A seismic shift is underway in the automotive world as a major global player announces a significant departure from its previously declared all-electric ambitions. This move signals a potential realignment of industry priorities, challenging the dominant narrative that battery electric vehicles are the sole path to carbon neutrality. The company is now championing a diversified approach, integrating hydrogen fuel cell technology, synthetic fuels, and robust hybrid powertrains alongside its electric offerings. This strategic pivot is designed to navigate the complex landscape of sustainable mobility, acknowledging the persistent hurdles in EV infrastructure and varying consumer demands across different markets. The implications of this diversification could be far-reaching, potentially influencing the trajectory of automotive development for years to come. The manufacturer has notably scaled back its initial investment in battery electric vehicles by a substantial 30%, recalibrating its financial commitment from a planned 10 trillion yen. Furthermore, a key strategic target, achieving 30% of sales from fully electric vehicles by 2030, has been conspicuously removed from its official roadmap. This recalibration is exemplified by statements from company leadership, such as the managing director of Honda Australia, who articulated that battery electric vehicles are not the end goal, but a path toward carbon neutrality. This perspective highlights a broader understanding of the technological spectrum available for achieving environmental targets. However, this strategic adjustment does not signify an abandonment of the electrified vehicle sector. The company remains committed to its current range of electrified models and acknowledges the inherent risks associated with an over-reliance on any single technology. The uneven development and distribution of charging infrastructure continue to pose a significant obstacle to widespread EV adoption, particularly in crucial global markets. Consequently, the company believes that hybrid vehicles will continue to serve as a preferred option for a considerable segment of consumers, especially in markets across Asia and North America, where infrastructure gaps are more pronounced. This pragmatic approach underscores a commitment to meeting consumer needs and adapting to market realities. The company's forward-looking strategy places a strong emphasis on alternative technologies, with a particular focus on hydrogen fuel cells and synthetic fuels. Hydrogen fuel cells are being recognized for their potential to deliver long-range travel with minimal environmental impact, offering a rapid refueling alternative to battery electric vehicles. Synthetic fuels, meanwhile, present an avenue to leverage existing internal combustion engine infrastructure while simultaneously reducing carbon emissions. These investments reflect a dedication to exploring a comprehensive suite of solutions to address global environmental challenges and provide consumers with diverse mobility options. Hybrid technology remains a cornerstone of this diversified strategy, acting as a crucial bridge between traditional internal combustion engines and fully electric powertrains. Hybrids offer a compelling blend of benefits, providing enhanced fuel efficiency and reduced emissions without the range anxiety often associated with pure EVs. This dual powertrain approach ensures flexibility and convenience for a wide array of drivers. In regions where charging infrastructure is still in its nascent stages, hybrid vehicles present a practical and accessible solution for consumers seeking environmentally conscious transportation without the limitations imposed by sparse charging networks. The company's continued investment in hybrids underscores its keen awareness of the varied pace of infrastructure development worldwide. Public reaction to this strategic shift has been mixed, with some analysts praising the company's pragmatic approach to sustainability, while others express concern over a potential slowdown in the transition to fully electric vehicles. The debate centers on whether this diversification signals a more realistic pathway to decarbonization or a dilution of commitment to EV leadership. The industry will be watching closely to see if this bold move influences the strategies of other major automotive manufacturers. But what happens when the focus shifts from established giants to new challengers? Next, we dive into a brand that's making serious waves in the premium EV space. MG's bold EV entry, challenging the elite. MG is making a significant strategic push into the premium electric executive car segment with its new IM5 and IM6 models, directly targeting established players like Tesla. While the saloon market is facing challenges from the SUV trend, MG is confident in the viability of its new sub-brand, IM, which will feature minimal MG badging in favor of distinct IM branding. This approach is particularly relevant in the Chinese market, where these vehicles are sold under the IM brand, though it might present a slight branding confusion for the average consumer in markets like the UK. The IM5, a substantial vehicle nearing 5 meters in length, positions itself as a direct competitor to models like the Tesla Model 3 and even rivals the BMW i5, a car from a higher market segment and price point. Its crossover sibling, the IM6, mirrors the Tesla Model Y in its market positioning. A defining characteristic of the IM5, common among many new vehicles originating from China, is its heavy reliance on touchscreens for nearly all functions, with a marked absence of physical buttons or switches. While this minimalist, tech-forward interior might appeal to some, it can be a significant deterrent for others, potentially making even basic controls cumbersome while driving. This lack of tactile feedback is a notable departure from traditional automotive design. Performance is a standout feature, especially in the top-spec, performance models, which boast an impressive 750 HP and 800 Nm of torque, enabling a 0-60 mph sprint in approximately 3 seconds, figures typically associated with supercars. However, the practicality of such immense power for average drivers on public roads is questionable. The long-range mid-spec model, offering a still considerable 400 HP and an official range of 440 miles, is likely to be the more sensible choice for most buyers. Standard equipment levels are generous across all models, notably including a high-quality 20-speaker audio system that rivals premium offerings from established German manufacturers. As of August 2025, the MG IM5 has not yet undergone official Euro NCAP safety testing, and specific running cost data is still pending. These details will be crucial for a comprehensive assessment of the vehicle's market standing. Customer feedback highlights the IM5's strong value proposition, impressive power output, extensive standard features, and competitive pricing against rivals like the Tesla Model 3 and BYD Seal. However, some reviews point to a preference for greater focus on comfort and refinement over exaggerated performance statistics. Others have noted that while the car offers a refined driving experience and competitive range, its boot space is less than that of its rivals, and it lacks the brand recognition of established EV manufacturers. The tech-heavy interior, with its scarcity of physical controls, has also been a point of contention. MG's 7-year, 80,000-mile warranty, with an additional 8-year 100,000-mile coverage for battery components, provides significant reassurance and stands as one of the best warranties in its class. At present, there are no reported safety recalls for the MG IM5. The vehicle is expected to be a compelling option for consumers seeking a technologically advanced, powerful, and well-equipped electric saloon, provided they can overlook the minimalist interior and the brand's relatively lower market recognition compared to established EV leaders. Speaking of iconic vehicles getting a new lease on life, what happens when Hollywood takes on the automotive future? Get ready for a cinematic icon to be reborn in the electric age. Hollywood icon electrified, KITT's next generation. The legendary Knight Rider franchise is reportedly gearing up for a modern cinematic revival, and whispers in the industry suggest a radical departure for its iconic talking car, KITT. Instead of the familiar muscle car silhouette, the new iteration might be an all-electric vehicle, designed to blend futuristic aesthetics with a sense of grounded reality. This potential shift marks a significant evolution for the franchise, adapting a beloved 1980s icon to the contemporary automotive landscape and its burgeoning electric vehicle movement. The creators of the hit series, Cobra Kai, are said to be behind this ambitious project, aiming to capture the spirit of the original while introducing it to a new generation of viewers. Sources indicate that the production team is exploring a range of electric vehicles, considering both purpose-built concept cars and existing high-performance EVs. Among the concept models being eyed are the Cadillac Interspace and the GMC Sierra EV Denali, both of which offer a glimpse into future automotive design with their sleek lines and advanced technology. These vehicles could provide KITT with a distinctive and futuristic appearance that remains plausible within a near-future setting. Beyond concepts, production is also reportedly looking at readily available electric vehicles that could be modified to fit the KITT persona. Specifically, the Tesla Cybertruck and the Tesla Model S Plaid are being considered. The Cybertruck, with its unconventional, angular design, offers a radical departure from traditional car aesthetics, while the Model S Plaid represents the pinnacle of electric performance and luxury, known for its blistering acceleration. The ultimate selection of the vehicle is rumored to hinge significantly on potential sponsorship deals. The production anticipates needing multiple vehicles, with each unit estimated to cost around $100,000. To manage costs, the production team is likely seeking a sponsorship arrangement where manufacturers provide 3 to 4 vehicles at no charge. This financial consideration could heavily influence which manufacturer and model ultimately becomes the next KITT, potentially aligning the iconic character with brands that are eager to gain exposure in a high-profile film. The prospect of an electric KITT has ignited considerable discussion among fans. While some are excited by the idea of a modern, eco-friendly interpretation of the classic crime-fighting car, others express reservations about deviating too far from the original Pontiac Trans AM that defined KITT's image for decades. The success of this reboot will likely depend on how well it balances nostalgia with innovation, capturing the essence of KITT's personality and capabilities in an electric package. The choice of vehicle will be crucial in shaping this perception, as it will not only define KITT's visual identity, but also its technological capabilities in a world increasingly dominated by electric power. This potential electrification of KITT speaks to the broader trend of EVs becoming more mainstream and aspirational, even in the realm of entertainment. If successful, the electric KITT could significantly boost the public image of electric vehicles, showcasing their performance, technology, and even their potential for character and personality on the big screen. From the silver screen to the racetrack, the world of high-performance vehicles is also undergoing a massive transformation. Get ready for a legendary marque to electrify its entire future, starting with a groundbreaking new model. Ferrari electrifies, iconic marque embraces EV future. In a move that is sending ripples through the automotive world, legendary supercar manufacturer Ferrari is set to launch its first all-electric vehicle, slated for release in the fall of 2026. This decision marks a significant milestone for the iconic Italian brand, traditionally renowned for its high-revving V8 and V12 combustion engines. Ferrari's CEO, Benedetto Vigna, has emphasized that the upcoming EV will be deeply rooted in our racing heritage and will draw upon a broader technical reservoir while meticulously preserving the brand's core authenticity and character. This commitment aims to reassure enthusiasts that the transition to electric power will not compromise the emotional driving experience that Ferrari is celebrated for. Ferrari's entry into the EV market is particularly noteworthy. While EVs are increasingly recognized for their performance capabilities, particularly in acceleration due to instant torque delivery, Ferrari aims to differentiate its offering by focusing on what CEO Vigna describes as an emotional driving experience, contrasting it with what he perceives as the practical and utilitarian nature of some existing EVs, implicitly referencing competitors like Tesla. This focus on emotion and driving engagement is crucial for a brand whose identity is so closely tied to sensory feedback and visceral performance. This is not Ferrari's first foray into electrification. The company previously introduced the LaFerrari, a hybrid hypercar launched in 2013, which combined a powerful gasoline engine with electric motors. This earlier venture provided valuable insights into integrating electric powertrains with high-performance applications. The upcoming all-electric model will represent a more definitive step, showcasing Ferrari's vision for a fully electrified future. The broader implications of Ferrari's electrification extend beyond its own customer base. As a brand that commands immense cultural cachet and aspirational appeal, Ferrari's commitment to EVs could significantly influence public perception and acceptance of electric vehicles across the market. By lending its prestigious image to the EV sector, Ferrari has the potential to attract a wider demographic of consumers to electric mobility, accelerating the mainstream adoption of EVs. Furthermore, the performance advantages of EVs are becoming increasingly evident. The ability to deliver instantaneous torque translates into breathtaking acceleration, with all-electric vehicles like the McMurtry Speierling holding records for rapid 0-60 mph times. This raw performance is a key factor drawing many traditional performance car enthusiasts towards EVs. Beyond performance, EVs offer substantial environmental and economic benefits. They produce fewer planet-heating emissions and harmful pollutants compared to gasoline-powered cars, contributing to better public health by reducing respiratory and cardiovascular diseases linked to vehicle emissions. Moreover, EV ownership can lead to significant cost savings, with estimates suggesting up to $2,200 per year in fuel savings and approximately 40% lower maintenance costs over the vehicle's lifetime compared to internal combustion engine cars. For consumers looking to maximize savings and environmental benefits, integrating home solar power for EV charging offers an even more sustainable and cost-effective solution. However, potential buyers should be aware that federal tax credits for EVs are set to expire on September 30, 2025, and solar tax credits will end on December 31, 2025, making timely action crucial for those seeking to capitalize on these incentives. With these major shifts happening across the automotive landscape, it's clear the industry is in constant motion. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to track the innovations shaping our future. And that's a wrap on another electrifying edition of ElectroDrive News. We saw a major automaker rethink its EV strategy, a new contender storming the premium electric market, a beloved movie icon potentially going electric, and Ferrari revving up its own EV future. Don't miss out on the next wave of automotive evolution. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more of the latest news. Ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Drop a comment with your thoughts on today's stories, and follow us on all our social channels to stay connected. We'll see you next time.